your thoughts on mentally ill having access to weapons. Kathleen, I've actually co-sponsored legislation that would establish sort of a red flag process. And I think that looking at, a lot of people, I think, have just gone out and said, hey, we just need to do this on guns. And if you were to retroactively apply some of those ideas on any of the shootings that we've had in the past, it wouldn't have done anything. And don't take my word for it. There was a Washington Post fact check for a Marco Rubio statement where he effectively said the same thing. And even the Washington Post, that was certainly a little bit more liberal, Washington Post came back and said that, you know what, he's right. And so I think that you, Kathleen, have identified an area that if you apply it retroactively, if it's done right, it actually could or would have prevented some of these things from happening. Let's go through some of those. Parkland High School shooter was flagged to the FBI, I think, at least twice. Had the cops called on him, I think I read 34 times. Sutherland Springs Church shooter, a little bit different, but he actually had things in his record, indicating that he was not eligible to get a gun, but the law enforcement systems weren't communicating. A little bit different, and I think we've fixed that one, but that one, it's an example of, if applied retroactively, would have prevented something from happening. Pulse nightclub shooter he was flagged to the FBI. San Bernardino shooter, flagged to the FBI or to law enforcement, and people that there were concerns about their mental health, and that's why I have co-sponsored red flag legislation that would provide for preventing those wrong types of folks from getting access to guns if there's a legitimate process or legitimate reason and there is due process in there. And importantly, the bill that we're on actually has a remedy. It actually provides help. Doesn't just say, to heck with you, you don't get anything. And I think an important part of this is let's ultimately